Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
23 yards the pickup there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Alert! Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Shaw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On first down. It's Bass, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Shaw, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their...
Well, this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Perry. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That's up. That's up.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mark 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point up and good. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 1st down, Bass. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold throwing deep for Stewart. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's taken in by Stewart. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
23 yards the pickup there. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a give right side. Shaw. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. On 2nd down, it's Bass. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to fire one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun, throwing deep for Stewart. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Darnold, his pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. Room here to run. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally get him down. And now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. A big play there for the Raiders. 66 yards. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Weeks, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trubisky now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds Taylor, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Bring it. Check. Fresno. Hey, Haywood!
Trubisky to throw again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Yeah, let's go.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where... He would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Cover tight. Hey, 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
At the 24-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Deep grip.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevens. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch up.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is...
Set up. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Come on, set. 90, Wolf. 5. Here we go, here we go. Set up. Got it. Set, go. Okay, break. Down. 18 Gator. Get it. Let's go now. 10-2. Ready, ready. Huck, go. Here we go. 30 base. Head up. Ready, ready. Ready, 8, read. Shoot. Ready, set. Hit it. Ready. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Leaf River. Leaf River. Here we go. Set. Ready, ready. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Now. Set, ready. 7-5.
This is it.
50,
we are going for gold.
Set, huh. Come on, set. 15, lock. Set, go. Here we go, here we go. Get it. On the ready. Huck, go. Down. 9. Hit it. Let's go
This
now.
is your last
18
opportunity.
Gator.
Let's go for gold.
Shoot.